Yo, what's up guys? Yeah, PokeaimMD here with the next part of the Uber Spotlight. This time we're going to be featuring Dialga. Now, Dialga is a stealth rocker mainly in the Uber's tier, has good dual stab in Dragon and Steel. Steel actually allows it to deal with that otherwise immunity to Dragon and Fairy type. It's typically seen as, like I said, a stealth rocker that clicks Toxic, Draco, Flash Cannon, Thunder, Fire Blast, can be a lure set with Shuckaberry. Allure set with Shuckaberry, Groudon Z. Honestly, those are like the main sets that you do see on Dialga. Faces a lot of competition as a stealth rocker from Necrozma Dust Main, just because that thing actually has better resistances and at least in Ubers when it comes to it, since Prism Armor and whatnot, and access to Morning Sun as recovery. So typically when you use Dialga, it's not also a check to Pokemon like Xerneas. So if you're using Dialga, you got, as you can see right here, Vulpix03's team, it has Dialga, but it also has another Steel type, and it also has like a Groudon to check opposing Xerneas and whatnot. Hits incredibly hard though, has access to Trick Room, which is pretty cool, and a few other little techs that you guys will see today. Speaking of Trick Room, I think I got like 20 teams of Trick Room Dialgas. I didn't want to make this a huge video, so we're only showing off a few of them, but it should be a lot of fun. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So Vulpix03 is one of the first Trick Room Dialga teams we have, with Trick Room, Groudon Z, Earth Power, Flash Cannon, Ice Beam. It just has good coverage in general in the tier. This is nice for Rayquaza, as well as Salamence, Earth Power obviously, Groudon, and Flash Cannon is really nice for Xerneas. Let's see. So automatically, it's going to be a little bit annoying. I don't have Taunt on the team. I obviously lead Deoxys right here. And I click Taunt versus Smeargle, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's going to be able to nuzzle me. He leads Arceus Fairy though, so that's really, really odd as a lead. I'm actually getting up rocks immediately. Like I don't care enough about this thing. I think once I set up Trick Room with Dialga too, we'll be putting in a lot of work as well. I just want to get up my rocks as quickly as possible. Break Smeargle's Focus Sash. I'm not sure what he expected here. Just throws off a Judgment. Right. I kind of doubt he has Defog, just based on the nature of his team, but I want to taunt just so he can't Calm Mind up and do anything like that, as he goes right for Defog. And that actually ends up giving me a second layer, which I did not expect at all. So, what I can do now is go right out into Necrozma Dust Main, and I don't see a reason not to Sunseer Strike, especially because he went out to his own Necrozma, and this is really, really nice for my Dialga in the back. Like I said, it can put in a ton of work versus him. It can really put in a ton of work. In fact, I might just win the game right here though by going for Rock Polish. Like I might actually win the game right here by going for Rock Polish. And we can Swords Dance up. If he goes for Earthquake, he's activating my Weakness Policy, and I probably just win the game like I said. I also, unless it's a Shuckaberry, I don't think he's knocking me out, or he's living this. Yeah, so that guy really did not play to the best of his team, in my opinion. I feel like had he let Smeargle, and if he had Nuzzle, which they should always be running because of Taunt leads, it would have been in a way better position. But we ended up getting the first one with Necrozma, Dusk Main. We'll do this resistances and whatnot, but we'll definitely set up Trick Room with this Dialga and be able to do something with it. I know it's a solid Pokemon. It's bulky as hell, decent coverage as well on this particular set, and with spikes up, it really does pressure your opponent, no pun intended, from these abilities. This thing called Goat Picks. Alright, we'll look for another battle. This Pokemon is so cool. The fact that this Mon can do so many roles in the Uber's tier, it can run dual dance sets, Weakness Policy, it can run just Swords Dance in general, it can obviously be Ultra Necrozma if it wants to, and the fact that it can also run like an SD Morning Sun set and even support, it's just so cool. Really does outshine Dialga as a Steel type, and you know, I'm not going to try and, like I said, butcher them. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat them on, excuse me. So this is this looks to be like an offense or balance of sort. I don't know what I'd really call it. Defog on this, or this. Though I don't think Salamence would be default on this team, especially if that's Arceus ground. Leads off from Magearna. That's just a fair Stealth Rock for me as he goes for Flare Cannon. And we shall just spike up again. If he wants to Volt Switch, he won't be able to knock me out. Goes for Hard Swap. I'll Scale Swap. That way he gets pressure and not... Well, obviously, that way he doesn't get the raise right there. That's what I was going for right there. So we can easily go Salamence. Basically, I just didn't want him getting the raise. The special, I wanted him to be this type of special attack. So I'm actually going to throw off a Stone Edge as he does reveal the Arceus Ground. So that makes this a little bit of an issue. Because he should definitely defog for sure. Yeah, this makes this a little bit of an issue. Arceus Ground is going to be a pain for me to deal with. Had I SD'd, obviously I would have been able to OHKO him and I would have put him in a position where he needs to try and OHKO me. We'll go with Veltal. He should always recover here, but just in case he opts to be a little bit less aggressive and go for Judgment. Yeah, we get into Veltal, which is nice. And I can easily just click Dark Pulse, knock out Arceus Ground. So that's going to open up that door for Dialga a little bit, but I'm still pretty weak to Magearna, in my opinion. But Necrozma, or excuse me, Veltal does check his own Mons. Brings out the Veltal right now. I can use my Groundium on this thing. I just don't want him Dark Pulsing himself. I feel like I gotta use Xerneas just to pivot right here to click Moonblast. As he goes easily for the Oblivion Wing. Throw off a Moonblast right now as he's gonna fear me to be Scarf. Makes a lot of sense. I have Groudon as an initial switch-in, so I actually want to double Moonblast. Yep. Groudon is way too obvious as a switch-in, but I'm really glad he gave me a Veltal right there. That opens up the door a lot as his own Groudon comes out. Though that might be... could be bad, depending. Well, Geomancy up. If he's just going to Rock Polish, I want to get up as much damage on his Groudon as possible as he goes for Rock. So that makes this a little bit easier, especially because now it's guaranteed in range of Dialga. And the great thing is my Moonblast actually looks like it's not going to 2-hit KO him. So he's not even going to be able to get the raise with his Mon. Sick. I feel like I can set up on this. I'm going to attempt to set up on this with my Necrozma. His Fire move won't knock me out. His Earthquake won't knock me out. And I get my Rock Polish up. So I'm going to attempt to set up on this thing. Again, my Dialga's main purpose in this game, I think, is to check Salamence neutrally. Because at +1 Earthquake is not knocking out Dialga. I can get up a Trick Room and then proceed to Ice Beam, Z Earth Power, and the like. So I think that's like the best way to use Necrozma in this. Especially because he has Earthquake and not Precious Blade, so I'll definitely take this hit. He could just go for Roar. Roar isn't a bad play at all. I didn't want to go Dialga right here though, because I want to save its health for Immense. And my Veltal still checks this Necrozma set, whatever it is. So that's why I wanted to keep that thing around too. But yeah, assuming he gives me my weakness policy, this Mon is gonna hurt him. And that's just again, I'm not trying to sugarcoat how Dialga is right now. It's not bad. But it's just not anything incredible at the moment. So, easy Sunsteel Strike. Get rid of this Groudon, beautiful. And now I have my weakness policy. I can definitely knock out Magearna if he goes up to that. Go Salamence, which isn't a big deal. I can just Sunsteel Strike this as he goes out into his own Necrozma, and I can honestly just Earthquake. I'll knock him out. Look how much I did. And this is all the damage I need in the end game for my Dialga to win. So, again, things are looking pretty good if I do have to say so myself. Do I lose anything by... If he's max speed. Yeah, I think SD is my best play. I could have gotten off 2 hits, actually, and that could probably have crit. But I'd rather... First off, I want to let Dialga shine. That's a big thing. I'm trying to think of the way that lets that thing... I don't think Groudon knocks out Magearna. I don't want to take a Flare Cannon. I'm going to go with Veltal. Because then I can get in Groudon. As he doubles the Salamence. So, nice U-turn. Getting my Primo Groudon right here. Might as well SD up on the Salamence coming in. But then I just win. Like, I want to use Dialga. I kind of hope I miss this. I didn't get to knock him out, unfortunately. We'll go with Veltal right now. If he roosts or not, this is fine. I want to keep my Groudon alive to go for the... like a Flash Cannon, because that hits Magearna for neutral. That'll knock him out anyway if he roosts. But Flash Cannon into... Like, if he wants to switch to try and save this thing. Yeah. Okay, great. So I was able to use Dialga's resistance there. That's pretty much what I thought it was going to do. Be able to check Salamence, whether it be at +1 or at neutral. And honestly, I want to see how much this Groudon is going to do. It actually knocked out Magearna? Are you kidding me? Good game. I did not expect that to be able to knock out Magearna. If I would have known, I would have tricked him up so early. Oof. But then again, Magearna could easily be slower than me. That doesn't take a lot, but that's cool. Alright, so Agi passed me a team with Z... It was the heal block, I think? Is it Z heal block? Is that the one that gives me... Yeah, Z heal block, which is +2 special attack. I gave it a little bit of speed. He originally had max speed, but I gave it a little bit of speed to outspeed like some Geomancy variants and Xerneas. But it has Power Gem, Draco Meteor, Flash Cannon. I actually like the fact that it has Power Gem too, because Ho is always a pain. And people think it's a catch-all counter. Gives me the special Groudon, a Scarf of Veltal, Geomancy Xerneas, Dragon Dance Salamence, and then we have Defog Arceus Water. So Scarf of Veltal is really nice on this team too, because it's a little bit weak to, I mean every team is a little bit weak to Necrozma Desk main. But ideally we get like a +2 special attack raise, and I don't know if we're going to get a clean sweep with it, but maybe break my opponent's team for, ooh, Trick Room. It's would have been nice to have the other one. Break my opponent's team. First off, my Veltal is going to give him a ton of work. That's no Dark Resist. That's like immediately what we see. The fact that I have Arceus is also really nice too. I can lead Dialga, as he leads a Primo Kyogre. Is this the physical variant on this team? He might actually just go right for Earthquake. Either way, I think we bring out Groudon, and I think we get up our rocks. As he goes Cress. No big deal. Gives me a Toxic on this monster. We actually have to switch. And the reason I say that is because I'm not trying to lose right now to Kyogre coming in exactly and clicking Water Spout. So that's why I feel like we actually had to switch right there and then double right back onto Groudon. It's all about positioning when it's this type of thing. Think of it like a VGC game. You don't want to stay in and get destroyed by the Kyogre. So if my opponent wants to give me this damage on Kyogre, I will greatly, greatly appreciate it. Alright, now we'll just go for Earth Power damage, I guess, as he goes Cress. It's still the exact same thing. Yo, Dialga, you trying to hit an attack, buddy? Yeah, I was thinking about going for a Z heal block, but I don't know how that works with Lunar Dance since it doesn't technically heal its own Pokemon. Yo, Eruption's gonna hurt, man. Alright, Groudon. I think you did your job. You got up rocks, which is nice to pressure the Kyogre, so Water Spout is actually not as strong, and I can easily just go out into my Arceus. Not easily, I want to add. But we'll Ice Beam here just to break a little bit. We want a little bit of damage off on this mon. I need to weaken it, because its Eruption is way too strong, man. Way too strong. I don't see how you deal with Salamence. In fact, I think he should go Solgaleo here. Necrozma Destiny, excuse me. As he does have HP Ice. That's fine too. That worked as a scout for both of those. So Deoxys defense comes out. If this just goes for Geomancy, it wins at this point. But we'll bring out my Dialga, and we'll start clicking Flash Cannon first. I want to get some damage off on him first before he gets to the Trick Room. Now I'm a Z heal block, that way he can't actually switch. But at the same time, I guess it doesn't make as much sense because that Groudon is still a problem. That is Mental Herb. Oh, that blocks Z heal block. That's so cool. I'm basically just trying to waste as many turns as possible of his Trick Room. So I think by going for... I don't think Power Gem's going to OHKO him. It actually did. Dialga, stop being so strong. But he has one turn of Trick Room left. And he's definitely going to go for his Groundium. I think he's definitely going to go for his Groundium right now. Yep. I should be able to Mega Evolve and go for Earthquake. Hey, Stack Attack is gone. He has one Trick Roomer left. It is a good Trick Roomer, though. It's a good Trick Roomer. This one. But I think Arceus Water on its own right can win the game. If he SC's up, he's not knocking me out. I have Foul Play. He's not knocking me out. I can defog away these rocks. Granted, Kyogre is still a giant threat. I'll go Xerneas just in case the Earthquake's gonna... He can easily Sunstone Strike. I think I would Sunstone Strike if I were him. But he goes for another set or Swords Dance. Do I have Sucker Punch? If I were him, I don't think I would Sunstone Strike here. But I'm gonna go for Geomancy just to get the most damage off on this guy. Cause you should trick him again. Yeah. And I'm going to attempt to use my resistances right here on Dialga. I'm going to attempt to use resistance to actually burn one turn. If it dies, it dies. That boy died. 1, 2, 3. I think I have enough turns to win with just... Yeah, I knew that was going to happen too by going Xerneas. That's why I was thinking about actually doubling right there into a Veltal. And I think I should have. I didn't see the drawback of it. Front blow 3 turns. 2. I'll click Judgment here just in case he wants to actually try and reset. Actually, no. Yeah. What do I need to win? I feel like Salamence... I didn't get any damage off on Kyogre, so there's no way I'm knocking it out. Yeah, this game's a wrap. Yeah, I messed this up. So what I should have done right there was gone hard into a Veltal. Because yes, if he attacked me, I died. And he had one more turn of Trick Room left. And I had nothing to knock him out. I don't know. I kind of wish I clicked Focus Blast, to be honest. Salamence! Good game. So, I messed it up. So what like I said, what I should have done was probably went hard. Because I knew he was going to SD up again. That was the play he can make. But if I sacked a Veltal, I don't know how I was knocking him out. I think I could still have Earthquake with that and still have had... Arceus Water actually did nothing in that game. I should have just stayed in and clicked Judgment with that thing too. So that was my bad. My bad, Ajax. I didn't expect... Yo, why were you so strong, Dialga? If Power Gem didn't knock him out, I think this Mon would have just won on its own. Alright, so Z-Mocking gave me another Trick Room Dialga team. Would have been pretty nice in that one, actually. But you have Shuckle Berry, Trick Room Dialga with SD Brave, Groudon, Trick Room SD Necrozma. This really cool Heracross set. Throat Chop because it hits Giratina and whatnot. And then we have Low Kick Rock Blast. This is a really cool Heracross set. Trick Room Arceus Fair. It's just hard Trick Room. And then we have this Dragon Dance Zygarde-Complete. I like his team. He's Taunt. I don't like Taunt. Shuckle Berry Dialga is still really nice. Especially if he leads off with something like Rayquaza. Lead Xerneas immediately. I'm going to Toxic that bad boy. Actually, I'd rather get a Brox. Yeah. I'd rather get a Brox to pressure Salamence and Rayquaza. I don't think Groudon is as much as a problem, especially because I have Zygarde and this support Arceus, but we'll Toxic right now because I am Shuckle Berry. Could have also Trick Room. Hey, put that boy on a little timer. Okay. And I can use Dialga's natural resistance later to still maybe Trick Room on Salamence, depending on the set. Bringing in Zygarde right now makes a lot of sense to me, in my opinion. Very nice play on my opponent's part. And we'll just Dragon Tail. If he goes hard Xerneas, very solid play as well. But I don't want Salamence coming in and attempting to defog on me. Actually, do I lose much from 1,000 arrows in? No, I don't. I can always Dragon Tail the Salamence after. He goes Arceus too. I should Dragon Tail right there, actually. Thinking about it. I'm actually going to attempt to Dragon Tail. Yep, if possible. I get my father form though, so he actually won't be able to knock me out, which is really cool. But that really does suck that I missed it right there, because that was like the best case scenario. We get Arceus so low, and he brings in Mence. I don't want to lose my Mon right here, so I can easily just go around to Arceus Fairy, which he doesn't switch in too well to, in my opinion. I'm going to recover first as opposed to letting him Dragon Dancing. Double Edge might actually KO me, but I was thinking, yeah, exactly, Groudon should be an initial play of choice. So weakening Groudon, which is why we toxic earlier. Arceus Fairy deals with Rayquaza and Salamence, as well as his own Arceus because it's in KO range, and into it KOs this Mon too. I'll see how Zygarde appreciates this hit, because then I can switch out into Dialga and drop a Draco. I can't switch out to Dialga and drop a Draco, actually. What am I saying? I just realized I'm slow. Huh. I want to keep my Groudon alive. You got a fire move, bro? Honestly, Heracross does the least in this game. He has like 10 mons to deal with it. But if he doesn't have a fire move, like Plume, because I still want to weaken this mon, right? I want to weaken it to the point of, I really don't think Dialga's going to be able to get up Trick Room. I really don't feel like Dialga's going to be able to get up Trick Room. I'm going to attempt to. He can easily just Lava Plume me real quick if he wants to. But like all this because I don't want my Arceus Fairy to take any unnecessary damage. I feel like these three can win the game. Anyway, we'll go for Trick Room right now. As he, unfortunately for my opponent, misses to press his blades. And we're forced to drop a Draco. We don't have Flash Cannon. This means that he can easily go out to Xerneas, but because we do have Rocks up, we're actually going to be able to knock it out with my Solgaleo. He also can't really set up on this Mon because Arceus will still drop at -2. Rayquaza will still drop at -2, and so will Salamence. He does have the double Fairy, though. I'll Toxic you. Are you dual screens? Or just Nature's Madnesses and misses? I don't see a point in, I rather weaken the Tapu Koko. Let him Thunderbolt me. Assuming Thunderbolt's gonna knock me out, because I feel like my Necrozma Dustman is gonna win on its own, right? I really do. Yeah, I really do. I really do. And by me going Groudon next, I can SD up first, so he can't do crap to me. Let's drop a Draco right here. I know he's a Fairy type, guys. So basically, the idea is by me SDing up, yes, he's gonna sack his Coco, but by me SDing up, I'm pretty much making it, unless he has Grass Knot, of course, I'm pretty much making it that he can't set up with his Mon on me. I don't care about that. Connect. Nice. Alright, so we got rid of Tapu Koko. I'm just making it so he can't set up on me with Salamence or Rayquaza. I have Dragon Claw, and so they're forced to attack me basically, and then that gives me a Judgment with this Mon, and then that means that my Necrozma wins on its own. Goodbye. I could have actually Trick Roomed up on that Mon and won, but I think I can safely Trick Room up on Xerneas instead and do the exact same thing. I'm actually going to Trick Room up first here because I know for a fact my Mon will take the hit, and I want to be able to attack right there, but also I don't want that many turns of Trick Room alive to the fact that I will lose because of it. So by me going hard out into this Mon, I think it denies me losing to something like Rayquaza. Maybe I'm wrong though. Yeah, I think that just denied me losing to Rayquaza because I didn't have enough Trick Room turns to let him set up. And it also meant by the time Trick Room ended, Arceus Fairy could just come in and knock him out. So we went right there, which is cool. Dialga's job, honestly, in that game, especially because it was that set, it was literally support, but it did its job, right? It was able to get up rocks, which pressured my opponent's entire team. It toxic the Groudon as well, which wore it down. Even dodged the press of his blades and got up Trick Room. That was Dialga's job in that game. BR's passed me a team as well. Just some more raw Trick Room, man. Raw Trick Room. But this one is 2 attacks, Shuck a Berry now, with the Trick Room Necrozma Dawn Wings. We barely see that one. Trick Room should be really nice in this, especially with this mon in particular, and because I have this too. Double Rockium, so double Z move, Rockium, Stack Attacka, Yveltal, why can't I say your name? Yveltal, Trick Room Cresselia, and a Coil Zygarde-Complete, so this should be fun. I like Dialga. Is he taunt Yveltal? I hope not. As he is taunt Yveltal. That makes this game a lot harder. Is he Life Orb too? I mean, either way, I'm gonna drop a Draco. I don't care if he goes out into his Fairy right here because I do have a Stack Attacka. As well as a Cresselia. I guess I'll attempt to go Stack Attacker right now. Yo, if he has Focus Blast, I just drop. But that's also like if he's willing to risk that type of thing. So we'll get up Trick Room. As he goes Groudon. I think I'm honestly just gonna Earthquake. Weaken this boy. He could fear me being Groundium. He does not. So this is an easy 2-hit KO. Nice as he goes for Fire Blast and that, goodbye. However, what I'm going to do right now is go for my Z move, because what I expect him to do was go out into a Yveltal, and I think my Z into Power Gem would have knocked him out. That's the only reason why I went for that right there. Sucker Punch Okos me through Prism Armor because he's Life Orb. Damn. I just realized this team had one way of dealing with Xerneas, so I already messed up. This is an unwinnable game now. That's funny. That's really funny. Yeah, and he just sacked Zygarde here. That's really funny. I did not even realize that my Stack Attack was my only way of dealing with Groudon. But I would have... I think Specs too. I don't even know. I actually can't beat his team. I have one goal. I have one option right here. I just realized that. That's my bad for not looking at it. So I'm actually gonna get another game after. That's my bad for actually not looking at that. I'm assuming you're in a Toxic here. You could also go hard Kyogre, which is a really nice play. Or this and Taunt, I suppose. I mean, if he throws away Xerneas, I can still win. I didn't realize how weak this team was to the Xerneas. Flinch there is a little bit annoying. I do get Father either way. It's just annoying because I take so much extra damage as opposed to the fact that 1,000 Arrows would have been able to Oko Yveltal the last turn. We'll go Crest. That is doing so much damage. We'll Trick Room up. I'm gonna attempt to Ice Beam this thing. I honestly think I have to try and freeze the Xerneas. Like I'm being serious right now. I don't think I win otherwise if I don't freeze him. Yeah, there you go. But he thought immediately. Alright, so I don't think I win anyway now. Good game, dude. Yeah, okay, so next, I'm gonna try one more with this team, but I'm going to preserve my stack. I didn't even realize, like, my two ways of dealing with Xerneas right here are my Z move on this and my Gyro Ball on this. That was completely my bad, again. I just throw 2 games in a row, man. That's so annoying. Well, not 2 games in a row. I think I won the last game before that. But the one before that, or maybe I lost the last game before that. No, yeah, the one for this I won with the way I knew I would win. It was the one with Groudon, right? It was the one with SD Dragon Claw Groudon. So I won that one. I threw the game before that. That was my bad too, because I wasn't 100% sure on my not on this game, but the other one, my opponent's skill level. I should be making the all-around best play. Ooh, why do you do that at 6 o'clock in the morning? I gotta remember also, I'm about to play for Marshadow. You're scary, dude. Alright, Trick Room, Shucker Berry, Dialga is going this. I have to keep my Stack Attack alive so I don't lose to Xerneas. Speaking of Stack Attack, I actually can kill a lot on this team with Hazards up. You have Taunt? Please don't, because you're a giant threat to my team. Or my Dark Resist is a Scarfer. Please just be Scarf and you turn out. Be a good boy and you turn out. Into Groudon so I get my Draco damage off and my rocks. That'd be fire. My friend. And he's Taunt. I gotta keep Yveltal alive because Scarf Yveltal actually checks a lot of his team. Alright. Yeah, that was the switch I more or less expected right there. But I also expected Dark Pulse, like either that or just defensively. Those all work. But he's gonna give me some 1,000 arrows damage on Groudon. That's gonna be really nice for Stack Attacka as he goes for Rock Polish. Are you HP Ice yourself? He could be HP Ice. I don't know if that knocks me off in full. It just does that to Predator's Blades. Why'd you throw away your Groudon? Okay, so he gives me Groudon, which I am more than happy with, or more than okay with, rather. Zygarde's job in this game is still to check the Necrozma. Goes Skyman, which can actually beat me, depending on luck. I'll bring on my Dialga, though, which should be able to trick him up on this guy. As he goes for Hidden Power. Trick him up right now, actually. And I'll also give me my rocks. And it also looks like it's Life Orb Skyman. So once I get on my rocks, I think that Stack Attacka beats everything. Thankfully, I avoid the Air Slash right there. Could have been a little bit bad. Again, I do have the Scarf of Yveltal on the back to check this, to check a Marshadow of any case. Yep, goes Necrozma. Just Earth Power. I'm actually going to Earth Power because I'm max special attack and I'm Shucker Berry. And look how much that does. Even if he was Weakness Policy. Oof. That does so much damage. That boy tried to SD me. Nah, not in front of Dialga, bro. Go ahead and give me that. And look how free Gyro Ball is versus my opponent. Like, actually, look how free Gyro Ball is versus my opponent. We'll just drop a Draco on a Yveltal. If it's offensive, I reverse trick him, or I trick him up anyway on Xerneas. As he goes for Defog. I'll Draco again, expecting him to taunt. Would he taunt right now? Why not attempt to trick him? Taunt Defog. Does he have Roost? Well, he has Oblivion Wing as his only... Oh, okay, he's just... That's not a threat. I should keep this thing alive because I can trick him up. Nah, we'll just Draco and knock you out. Cresselia should be able to take a +2. Yo, why am I not Spadef EV'd in the Ubers? I'm not sure how I felt about that. Alright, this should still knock him out at -2. I know I am giving the Xerneas an opportunity to Geomancy up. But my taunt does wear off. We can trick him up right here. As he goes for Spectral Thief. I don't think that knocks... Does that knock me out? Not only for Life Orb, which he was not. Nice. He could be Sash, of course. But a Sash set won't be able to knock me out, and he has no Oblivion Wing switching. So, this is easily my best play. If he Rock Tombs or Close Combats me, doesn't matter. Scarf, Oblivion Wing, and I'm Modest too. So this is definitely going to be able to knock out Marshadow. Xerneas will take the damage I need for Stack Attacka. Yo, Dialga did work that game. It was Sash. I think the crit mattered from earlier game. I'm not going to lie. I really think that crit mattered. I legitimately believe that crit mattered. Because I don't think it would have been able to knock me out. And what I want to do is actually keep my Yveltal alive. As he's going to go Xerneas most likely. He should go Xerneas. Yep. I'm going to pray that my Crust actually does take 2 Moonblasts. Like, I know it took it before. Geomancy's up. Yeah, let me get my Trick Room up. Please take this. Please take this. Thank you. I don't care about that. We'll just Lunar Dance directly into Stack Attacka, and then we'll click Gyro Ball and win this game. Because that is the strongest Gyro Ball, especially versus a +2 mon. Oof. Oof. No switch-ins, man. Skyman's way too fast, too. He doesn't have enough turns even if he could switch. What if it's Geomancy Protect? So in this game, at least you got to see Dialga doing some work and how weak the team is to a Beltal. But, I mean, the last game you got to see that, too. Ooh, going and give me this beast boost. Not bad. I really do like Stack Attack. I actually, like I said, I hit up Jam yesterday. And I gave him at the time, so I'm like, bro, look how much work this Pokemon puts in Ubers. Like, given the right circumstances. I mean, that could be said about anything, any Pokemon, right? We're going to look for one more game, because this game is actually over. Pika Kit passed me this cool, I think it's Specs Dialga. Was it Specs on this one? It was just Shuckle Berry, 3 attacks, Lure. With Dragon Dance Facade, Salamence, Calm Mind, Photon Geyser, Necrozma, Defensive Xerneas, Mega Gengar, and then a Scarf Genesect. So, a little bit of Gyro Ball. That's going to be a good game. Nice. That was fun. I'm on putting some work. Granted, this game could have been a lot different if that Shaman actually did flinch me to death. Because if what he tried to do, let's say what he tried to do was Air Slash and then go for Earth Power, that would have knocked me out because of my Shuckle Berry. But if he just got enough Air Slashes in a row, he definitely could have taken me down with that. I don't think there's any denying that he could have taken me down with that. But last game, hopefully we can end it on a W. I'm making this my last game no matter what, win or loss. I've never seen this type of, it's just straight up defensive support journeys. I don't want to play this. Stall variation. Well, I have Mega Gengar, which is pretty cool. Yeah, we'll do Dialga because it gets up rocks and beats a lot of his team as Leech Chansey. That boy led right off with Chansey, that's funny. Thunder Waves me immediately. He could double Thunder Wave. Dragon's Facade Mence puts in a lot of work too. I thought he would I thought he would do that there, but I'm a Toxic first, even though he has 2 Steel types, which are great initial switch-ins. We'll try and get in Gengar now. As he goes Ferrothorn. Do I want to Willow you? I kind of do. You're a threat, but I think I'll just go Necrozma right now because you can technically, in theory, this Mon can actually SD on you. But I'm gonna go right for Heat Wave first. Yes, beautiful damage. Beautiful damage. What I can do now is just go right out to Gengar as he protects. Oh, do I risk the Will-O-Wisp right now? I know Gengar's going to be key in this, and I really want to speed this game up too because it's going to be a long one, and I want to make sure I can Mega Evolve. Alright, so it goes Giratina, great. On my, I think you expected just, wait, what did you expect? Focus Blast? Because Shadow Ball would have KO'd Ferrothorn too. I missed the Wisp, which is really bad because Hex would have O-code this thing. So that's pretty bad. But I can go out to Dialga if he wants to defog. As he goes for Sneak. And drop a Draco on him. Shout out to my Shuckle Berry coming through. Nice lure. Hey, and we land. So Giratina is gone. Beautiful. I do have Fire Blast as well for Ferrothorn. Goes Arceus Ground though. Which my Xerneas can thankfully check, I guess. I'm going to attempt to Toxic you. He gives me the Toxic, which is amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Now, I don't know if Gengar... I think by going Gengar and doubling out into my Dialga and sacking it, because he can't switch, I think I guarantee put him in range of the Hex. I wasn't sure before, but now I know. This is 130 base power. I think at 58%, that's a KO. I wasn't sure before. I didn't want to calculate. But I think at that percentage, yeah. That's not a KO! Alright, that's game. Actually, no, it's still very winnable. Because Genesect kind of dunks on him. And if whatever Genesect doesn't kill, I think Salamence just kills at +1. There's Chansey, which I get a U-turn on versus. So you go back out on Genesect right here. As he goes Ferrothorn. You should not be running Fizz Def Ferrothorn in this tier. I'm really surprised he went hard Ferrothorn there, but I still think U-turn should still kill. It's technically a banded Genesect because it's +1, and I don't understand why these Ferrothorn are so strong in this tier. Why are they so Fizz Def? I can't Mega because I Mega Gengar. That is so funny. That is so funny. And he Flare Cannons and unfortunately misses. That is so funny, man. I didn't realize this was double Mega as I was using it. I just thought, yeah, I have a regular Mega Gengar, you know, I'm going to do this and this and this. Unfortunately for my opponent, I dodged the Flare Cannon right there. Why did that +1 Earthquake actually knock out Chansey? That's funny, man. Scar Foul Play gonna Oko me. This is P-type. And I win it. Hey! Not bad. An Explosion was, I think, the only move that would actually knock out that because I obviously didn't get a special attack raise and I didn't have Ice Beam to begin with. And we're able to win with Necrozma. Not bad. So my regular Salamence was able to win right there, and that was... We're going to end it right there. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Dialga being able to knock out Giratina and get up the rocks was really interesting. Me not calcing Arceus Ground sucks because that game got a lot harder. In fact, Gengar with Taunt, Wisp, Hex was going to 1v1 that entire team. It was actually going to 1v1 that entire team. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.